Right. First thing, tan x minus 180 degrees. It's in the third quadrant. Do you agree with me on that? For my previous explanation. So this will be called positive tan x. Then plus sine 180 plus x is in the third quadrant, so that will be minus sine x. Then cos minus x is equal to cos x, which is positive, all over. Now, to simplify the denominator, right, I want you to be aware that that denominator there, sine squared 360 degrees minus x, is the same as sine 360 degrees minus x all squared, like this. So this will give you minus sine x squared, which is equal to sine squared x. Okay? So sine squared 360 degrees, because sine 360 minus x is minus sine x. So if it's squared, it gives you a positive sine squared x. And this will be equal to tan x minus sine x times cos x. Okay? This is all over sine squared x. Now to carry on here, convert the tan to sine over what? Over cos. Whenever you see tan, when you're dealing with reduction, convert it to sine over cos. So this will become sine x over cos x minus sine x times cos x, and that's all over sine squared x. Right? The knowledge of algebra is very, very important. Okay, let me erase this and carry on there. No, you can't get a zero. Right? From here, we factorize the numerator. There is a common factor here. I'm sure you can see that there is a common factor here. That's a common factor. So we take out the common factor. We'll get sine x times 1 over cos x minus cos x.
So what if you say sine x minus sine x cross out?
What?
What if you just cross out sine?
No, you can't cross out. You can't cross out here.
There is a denominator of 1. So you can.
No, you can't cross out. You see, this is a numerator on its own. All this is a numerator on its own. I hope you can see that. And then this is all over sine squared x. Now, do you agree with me that this sine x cancels out with one of the two here? Okay? You following that? Huh? So let me use a different color. So that sine x and one of those two cancel out. You end up having 1 over cos x minus cos x over sine x. Then we need to simplify this. To simplify it, the denominator there is a 1, so we find the LCD, which will be what? Cos x. We multiply that cos x by cos x all over cos x. So here it's now algebra. So that becomes cos squared x over cos x. Okay, this is all over sine x. And our main division line is this one here. So the next page, I'm going to convert this division line to a division what?
Sine.
Division sign. So if I do that, we will get 1 minus, we get 1 minus cos squared x over cos x divided by sine x over 1, and that will give me 1 minus cos squared x over cos x times 1 over sine x. Now check this. This numerator here is equal to sine squared x based on the fundamental identity. Okay? So we end up having sine squared x over cos x times sin x, which will give us, now one of the two sin x's will cancel out again with the sin x, so this cancels out one of those two, and eventually our final answer is going to be sin x over cos x, which is equal to sin x.
So